6:30, we're going to get started. Would everybody please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Somebody was out of rhythm.
Yeah, somebody not following the lead.
Okay. Clerk, call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower.
Here.
Commissioner Patton.
Here.
Commissioner Webb. Commissioner Webb is absent. Commissioner Goss.
Here.
And Mayor Pinella.
Here. Okay, to get going tonight, we have some, we're going to go right straight to number 1, ordinance 3437, an ordinance approving and authorizing the execution of an economic incentive agreement by and between the City of Marion and Cabinets and Zimbro Incorporated. And you know what, I'm just going to let you guys come up here and tell the council and our audience what you guys are bringing to Marion. Okay. Don't be shy, Shad. Get up there.
I lost the flip, so I'll be doing the talking mostly. So thank you for the opportunity to be here tonight. So we'll share with you a little bit about what we've got cooking at Black Diamond. So this is our latest endeavor. So for the past 6 months, we've been exploring a business opportunity that we felt would complement our current business, and we feel like it'll fit very well right here in Marion, Illinois. So we did a whole lot of research, and we talked to all of the biggest manufacturers of recreational vehicles actually in the world, and we came up with one that we felt like was the absolute best, and we proceeded to form a partnership with that company, and that partnership is going to allow us to have access to the largest selection of travel trailers, fifth wheels, and toy haulers that the world has to offer. So, and then we're also going to be able to sell them at the best possible prices, given the best value to our customers. So the parent company that we're dealing with is Thor Industries, and they are the manufacturer of the Heartland branded products, which is what we intend to sell here in Marion, Illinois. There's a vast array of products under that umbrella, and just to summarize, it's really vast. There's everything from an 18-foot trailer all the way up to a 45-foot travel trailer, and they range in price anywhere from around $10,000 all the way up to well over $100,000, and absolutely everything in between. So, as far as projections for what we think this will do, immediately we're going to hire 10 people, and we already have 40 units that are inbound. Shad and I have to leave here in a few minutes to go meet them at the lot. They're bringing in 8 this evening. So as far as the number of units that we are intending to sell, I really believe the sky is the limit, but I will give you an analogy. When we started Black Diamond 11 years ago, we started with 15 employees, and it was our goal to sell 250 motorcycles in a year. The previous owner had sold 180. We felt like we could up that a little bit. Within 3 years, we had sold, we were selling 1,400 units a year, and we had moved up to 70 employees. You know, the RV business is something that is growing more than any industry out there. So we feel like that's just the kind of opportunity we'd like to bring here to Southern Illinois, and specifically right here in Marion, Illinois. So we don't know exactly what it's going to turn into, but we're very excited about seeing how high we can set the bar. So,
what's your anticipated sales?
We're going to say 250 units the first year. But that's what we thought in the Harley world too, and we sold 1,304 the first year.
Well, who's your closest competition around here?
There, in this area, there's three competitors. There's Tri-State RV in Anna, and there's Brooks RV World in Johnson City, and then there's Larry Trailer Sales, and that's in Ziegler, I believe. So, other than that, it's wide open.
250 translates into how many dollars do you think?
That'd be about, somebody got a calculator, it's, I'd say the average unit price would be around $25,000, so.
Okay. pretty good.
Yeah, it'll be a lot. So if we can, we really think 10 to 20 million in extra revenue in the year. So I know that's a big swing, but we really think we'll get to 10 million pretty quick. And
I've seen that. Yeah.
We'd like to go to 30 million, 40 million. We really don't want to limit ourselves. We learned not to do that in the Black Diamond world because we just kept beating our projections, and we're like, why are we doing this to ourselves? And so we take them one customer at a time and treat everybody as good as we can. And
under promise and over deliver.
that's what we do.
Right.
That's what we do. So
you guys.
we're really busy right now trying to get ready for, we'd like to have a grand opening on the weekend of April 21st. That's, like I said, we're in the process of hiring people right now and putting people in place. We already have a tremendous staff of people that can, that may transfer over to the new division, so just have a lot of opportunity. But we've got a work cut out for us, but we're up for the challenge, and that's again, that's just a quick snapshot of what we have coming. But if you guys have any other questions, we'd be happy to answer.
I mean, you guys seem to have a Midas touch, and I'm sure this would be no exception. I mean, if Black Diamond is any indication, I think this would be a success as well, so we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, I know I speak on behalf of the council. We thank you for your continued vested interest in the city of Marion and what is brought to the city. You're good corporate neighbors. We've enjoyed to this time being business partners with you and look to the future as well.
Absolutely, and I just got to say for the record, it is amazing and quite a privilege for us to do business here in Marion. You guys make it a place where we want to be. You make it a place where our customers want to come. I mean, we can't say enough about the relationship as well. So we very much appreciate it.
Our goal is to be business friendly. So
you definitely are that.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Right,
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you all very much.
Gentlemen, what's your pleasure here?
I'll make that motion.
Okay. Got a motion to approve ordinance 3437. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Got a second. Any discussion? Clerk, call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower.
Yay.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Goss.
Yay.
And Mayor Vanella.
Yay. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Chad, is there anything you want to kick in here? I mean, come on now.
Very much.
Okay.
Thank you all.
I've heard the guy speak before. He's an articulate speaker.
Come on out and check out some campers.
Yes, thank you. We will.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
See, that was the best.
They do have a Midas touch. They can,
Good job, Chad.
they can probably sell
We just want to sell 250, but we sold 1,304 in the first year, and I'll say everybody in the clubs want.
Mayor Ranella,
Yes.
if I could address the council, I would like for the council to know this is one of these being business friendly that Mayor Ranella and I have helped a little bit put this together in like 3 or 4 days, this agreement, and thanks to Rodney and Shad who wanted to keep it in Marion. So Anthony led the forefront of negotiations, and so it's really good to have more jobs and more sales tax and business coming to our area.
Yeah, there's obviously others that would have loved to have this in their town, but you know, when it all come together, they knew and felt the best place to be was Marion, so, and we appreciate that. Okay, who wants to address the council first? Jim? Okay. Well, those addressing the council, you guys have to want to.
We're waiting on a topic that's on the itinerary.
Oh, okay. Mr. Ball?
Yeah.
Okay. And, you know, anybody that addresses the council under ordinance 3134, you have 5 minutes to address the council, and then at that time, your time will be up. Okay.
You know, I'm all for, my name's Jim Johnson, and I'm all for big business and everything coming to Marion. But sometimes, I mean, I like to think about the Marion City Council just addressing the needs of the residents in this town, because there's a lot of needs and people have a lot of needs, and I just, big business all the time, I don't think that's the answer for everything in Marion. But besides that,
we can walk.
This is
Same time.
my mother, George Ann Johnson. This is my mother, George Ann Johnson. And the reason I'm here today is because I want to see Heartland Regional Medical Center shut down because they are killing my mother. They're murdering my mother right now. She contracted that resistant antibiotic MRSA superbug about the second day she was in there, and they're trying to conceal it. And I went before the judge the other day. They're trying to take away my power of attorney, and they didn't do it. I went before the judge, and I won my case. But that was Friday. Gossifet, I believe his name was. Jeff Gossifet was the judge. But anyway, they lied. Their attorney from St. Louis lied, said she was unconscious, and she's very conscious right now, laughing at me, looking at me, said, I love you, and all that. They're trying to peg her with a peg, stick a doggone tube in her side, and feed her that way, which the anesthesia alone could probably kill her at 87. That's what the Dr. Gonzalez told me that was going to do it. He said that alone could probably kill her. And then they want to trach her when she's talking right now. She said, I love you. And she said, hi. And the officer from the Marion Police Department that was there today, I believe his name is Jody Wright, and he will verify every single word I say. But they are trying to kill my mother, George Ann Johnson, there. So I'm asking, because those viruses and bacteria are still floating around. They've been going on for 15 years here with that MRSA bug and all, and they're just keeping it quiet. They're just keeping it quiet. These are called nosocomial infections. About 1 out of every 14 people catch something in that place that they don't have when they originally go in. But they're also very negligent, and there's a lot of malpractice going on there. And with my case, they've yo-yoed her entire existence from January 3rd with malnutrition. Malnutrition. They've caused all kinds of problems because they wanted to push her out the door and kill her. And she wants to live, and she told Dr. Dixon today, and the officer Wright was there at the time, she said, I said, Mom, do you want to live? I said, blink your eyes big if you do. And she went like that. She wants to live. My mother wants to live, and they want to kill her. And that's a fact. So that's basically all I have to say concerning that. But the other thing is, I've asked you for 2.5 years, this council and the mayor, to tell the people here in Marion that expose this treason in the United States, and I want this whole entire writing distributed to every person in Marion by the Marion City Council and the mayor, because they've been helping to conceal treason in the United States for 2.5 years, and it's not enough to do the doggone Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I'm all for that, but that's not what this is all about. This is about exposing treason. Treason in the United States, and this needs to get in the hands of every single person in this town, and I'm asking Donald Trump to get involved with this case because they've wasted their Medicare dollars and their insurance money, and I'm asking him to come and check this all out regarding the treason in the United States and Mike Boss, too. So if you will, just contact Donald Trump and Mike Boss. I appreciate that. That's what I'm passing out right now, and I'm going to pass it out throughout Marion. It's already been sent throughout the United States. I made sure that was done before I even came here. So they're going to be coming here. And if I were you all, I would go ahead and expose it and be on the safe side instead of Trump coming. And he's not above coming right here and saying, how come you haven't done it for 2.5 years? Why don't you just go ahead and expose treason in the United States? Because it is treason. And I'm talking about, what exactly I'm talking about in particular is what they've done is they've used the Masonic Lodge, the Rothschilds and Rockefellers, the international banking elite, to try to bring us in the world government for years and years and years. And Donald Trump's thrown a wrench into that with his America First. And that is who hates Trump. The Masonic Lodge is the secret government that controls the United States government. They control the Democratic and Republican parties. And John McCain is a Jewish Freemason, and that Leslie Graham, he's a Freemason, but those are the people they're using to hate Trump. It's the establishment. That's who the establishment is. The Masonic Lodge in America is the establishment. And I'm asking you all to help expose that to the American people. Because Donald Trump's going to be here. That's it. He's going to be here because those are the people that hate Trump, and he's going to be here because you guys haven't been exposing this stuff for 2.5 years. So all I'm asking, just to cover yourselves and everybody else, everybody will be great, everybody will be fine. Because I'll tell you what, these people, do you think these people, they're going out. These Masons and all. I mean, like Glenn Claird over there, he's a big board member at the hospital. He kind of rules what goes on here. Then you got Steve Green, who's your attorney and all that stuff. These people, you shouldn't be afraid of those people. You should be fearing what God's getting ready to do. He's getting ready to prepare a way for Jesus the Christ of Nazareth. That's what you should be doing, trying to prepare the way. These Masons at the very top in the highest levels, they reveal that Lucifer is their God. That is their God. And they're controlled by satanic Jews. Now, that's all I'm going to say.
Jim?
What?
Good, because you're 5 minutes.
I knew you'd do my time in.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Jim, don't forget your picture.
Oh,
okay.
I bought some kind of something there at the hospital myself, but they haven't let me see my mother they didn't let me see my mother for 8 days. 8 straight days. It was all bogus. Sergeant Baldwin over here to tell you. The whole thing's bogus.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Ball, would you like to address the council? Okay.
I'm sure that's something you never heard before.
Thank you for giving me this chance to speak to the council. Certainly, there's a lot of concerns here. I just want to clear the air, too. I got my values from Marion, Illinois. My family has a long history here. I believe in the best interest of the family. I just want to make that clear to everybody. And when I hear stories like I'm hearing tonight, that concerns me because I know there's a problem. So I think that we need to have, actually I think we need to have kitchen cabinets of neighbors communicating with the leadership and proceed to change a government of people who have a history of working for the people, but I'm not sure the people really understand what they're doing. And as a result, it's put people in a position mentally, emotionally, to question a lot of stuff. So I think kitchen cabinets are great. I would like to see more, and I will encourage it. And so that's a proposal I'm making tonight. And in addition to that, I had an opportunity to chat with some folks here in Marion regarding what their vision for the future is. And part of that has to do with the tax structure. People are telling me, whether people wish to agree with it or not, that property taxes are a problem, and income taxes, both state and federal, are a problem. Personally, I think they are a problem, and I would like to see some changes on it. I think government is too big, needs to be downsized to do that. Who controls the money? The money is controlled by the states and the localities, but that's based on the income that people are taxed on. So I'm suggesting and making a proposal that there be no state or federal income tax. That may sound radical, but this is a period of history where government has gotten out of control, in my opinion. And as a result, property taxes have been used to fund school districts that, again, have created more taxes for the common people who own property to shoulder. And for many of us, we can't even hardly afford our houses anymore. So that's a problem. It needs to be reviewed. And in terms of how to fix all of this, my proposal is a fair tax on spending, which would have the effect of creating an awareness of job creation through education, industry, and And of course, I've spoken before, and everybody who has heard me say, skilled labor. Because if you have people working on skilled labor jobs, they're going to have the opportunity to make a living wage, and they're going to spend money. And when they spend money, those monies are going to be taxed for their spending. So I want to make that as a proposal. And then I want to say this too. Gary Hart, I don't know if you recall his name, but in 1984, he ran against Walter Mondale. And believe it or not, in this district at that time, it was the District 23. Gary Hart had the attitude that his campaign was a campaign of new ideas. And he was able to marshal public opinion to support it. As a matter of fact, this is the only district that he won in his presidential primary. My suggestion proposal is that we as a Marion community come up with ideas, new ideas, that solve problems that are impacting the people here locally. I think that's a good opportunity for any commissioner or mayor candidate to jump in on, and I certainly would like to as time goes on. And then in terms of the proposal as to that which has continued to be an issue, that is Chicago and Springfield. There are proposals by other people who are saying that we may want to consider having South Illinois and or New Illinois. And that would be where Southern Illinois would be able to keep its own money and provide for its own people.
Okay. All right, Mr. Ball, thank you. Your 5 minutes are up.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
I would like to get something that's within our pay grade tonight. I mean, it's always proposals.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we're going to go back to return to our regular part of the meeting.
Schedule.
Yeah, and is there any change or additions needed for the minutes of the regular meeting of March 12th?
No.
Okay, hearing none, those minutes will be approved. Anybody else to address the council tonight?
Special meeting in there.
And we do have a special meeting.
The minutes are ready from the meeting on the 24th.
There's one
Okay.
here though, in there.
Yeah, okay. We'll have to do those at a later date. They're not ready.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else? You guys had business with the council?
We're just waiting on the zoning board 10D.
Okay. Oh, okay, all right. Okay, number 2, Commissioner Hightower.
This is something that we had approved a pump for a lift station out on Halfway Road back in, November 6th meeting or something.
Yes.
And the pump hasn't come in yet, however, the bases have, and that came out to $7,250, in which Kevin Scuda has already put in. Just asked that we approve that motion.
Okay, we got a motion?
I'll second it.
We got a second? Any discussion? Clerk call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower.
Yay.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Goss.
Yay.
Mayor Vanella.
Yay. Okay, 2B?
This is for our flood control issue. We've had some heavy rains, and this is just something that should mitigate that in the future. And this is a bypass pump that CNC Pumps and Supply will put in $5,256.
Okay. We have a motion.
Second.
Got a second. Hearing no discussion, clerk call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower.
Yay.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Goss.
Yay.
Mayor Vanella.
Yay. Okay, Water Department, 3A, Resolution 2018-11. Glenn, would you like to address that for the council?
Oh, you mean Howard Russell?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's in addition to the contract that we had with J.M. Jones along Railroad Street to put the 8-inch water main in. And in that project, we found that there's a 2-inch water main along North Court Street from Belcher north towards Route 13. And we've had a lot of problems, a lot of leaks being fixed. So we're going to push under 37 with a 6-inch, go down the alley west of Court Street and go back north up the alley and tie on to Johnson Street with an existing 8-inch. And that'll complete the loop, and we'll get rid of that 2.5-inch main.
And was there not some lead valves in there too?
Yes, there was some lead valves and some fittings that had lead in them, and we need to get rid of it. So I think you have in front of you did you pass out the?
Resolution.
Okay, yeah.
Resolution.
We need to pass a resolution authorizing the council to, I've talked to Eddie Howell over at IDOT, and there'll be a formality. Once he gets it, he'll approve it, and we'll have to put a casing under 37, and then we'll have to put the 6-inch inside the casing then. In case something happens, we can pull the pipe out without disturbing the road.
Yeah.
That's the purpose of it.
Okay.
I'd make a motion to adopt Resolution 2018-11.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Clerk call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower.
Yay.
Commissioner Patton.
Abstain. Oh, that's right. I die guy.
Commissioner Goss.
Yay.
And Mayor Ranella.
Yay. Okay, Douglas, 3B.
Yeah, 3B, council approval to accept the resignation of Dakota Wade from the Water Department effective March 23rd of 18. Pretty plain and simple. That being said, that would be my motion.
Have a motion.
Second.
Got a second. Hearing no discussion, clerk call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower.
Yay.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay?
Commissioner Goss.
Yay.
Mayor Ranella.
Yay.
And 3C, to replace Dakota, we want to hire Jason Lentz as a laborer for the water department at a rate of pay per the laborers union. Full-time employment effective tomorrow, March 27th, 2018. That would be my motion.
Second.
Got a motion. Second. Hearing no discussion, clerk call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower.
Yay.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay?
Commissioner Goss.
Yay.
Mayor Ranella.
Yay. Number 4, we'll save and go into executive session on. Deals with the personnel matter. Number 5, are we going to go into executive session on this too?
If you wanted,
Actually, DJ is head of our communications department, our 911. I would like him to address the council. This is something that was brought up in our budget meeting, but it wasn't funded, and he's got some grave concerns about that.
We, as a department alone, have taken probably an increase in 40 to 45% in 911 calls. When we originally started this down the hill, I was thinking, you know, there's some points in the middle of the night we could leave one person in communications. That has proven to not going to be able to be the case. One emergency medical call that requires pre-arrivals, and you basically shut the comm center down from 3 to 6 a.m. most mornings. I'm posting that as overtime right now, which is not problematic short term, but if this is a long-term situation, we're going to be in dire straits on the overtime budget. I know you guys are talking about budgetary, and that's above my pay grade. For the most part, I'm just hurting for people. I'm working the guys that I've got way too much overtime, and I don't want it to start costing us money down the road. So I know there's an agenda meeting for this, and you guys are going to talk about it in executive session, but I just wanted you to know where we stand as a department on this. It's kind of imperative that we get the ball moving on this because we're kind of behind the 8 ball. The consolidation is done. We're taking those calls right now, and it's starting to cost us.
Okay.
And I imagine that they're working extended shifts as a result, too.
That's correct.
Which creates a situation in itself because they have to be especially sharp given the consolidation.
That is correct. And like I said, I don't want anybody to get hurt because somebody's tired.
Specifically, what are you asking for?
We had approved previously a full-time and a part-time dispatcher. They have done all of the city requirements, the background checks, the drug tests, everything else. I guess we've run into a problem budgetary-wise, and I don't know exactly where that started or what the cause of it was, so I'm out of the loop on that.
Full-time and a part-time, that's what you're after.
That is correct.
Actually, the problem was it wasn't part of the budget, the police department budget.
This is all new, yeah, the state's kind of stuffing this down our throats.
So we held back until the chief could get here and give us a clarification on it, but, you know, obviously you're here tonight, so it's something that when we go into executive session, we will discuss it, and we may act on it tonight.
Okay. I'm free to stick around if you guys have questions later. That's entirely up to you. I don't have anywhere else to be.
You know,
okay.
That'd be fine.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Okay, let's go to number 6. Council approval to appoint Dan Dunn to the Senior Citizens Board.
I'll make that motion if there's no
Second.
discussion.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, clerk call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Patton?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
Mayor Ranella?
Yay. 7, Boynton Street. Gail, would you like to address us?
Yes. Several months ago, the council approved a job description for an after-school coordinator for Boynton Street Community Center. This was found, the Boynton Street Board had previously talked to retired Mayor Butler and myself about needs for increasing, the increasing number of children and the needs of the school-age population that they're serving, and to find a qualified individual to head up the after-school program and the STEM program that Boynton Street runs in the summer. After interviewing a number of people with part of the board and Executive Director Stephanie Willis, I'd like to present to you that Daniel Carstens as a hiree for the Boynton Street after-school coordinator. He has, he actually currently is serving as a substitute. He has some years of experience as a teacher, has a degree in teaching, and has a great deal of experience with the high school population, which is a great need of all of ours. So the board of Boynton Street recommended to the mayor for Daniel Carson's employment at $18 an hour.
Has he met all the pre-employment?
He's met all of the qualifications.
Okay.
And background checks and pre-employment work.
Okay.
Sounds like the kind of individual we need. I'll make that motion.
Okay, we got a motion and a second.
Yep.
Hearing no discussion, clerk call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Patton?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
Mayor Ranella?
Yay. Okay, number 7, have 3 of our current board members whose terms are up. Dean Henderson, David Feith, and Feth, and Ron Ferguson, and they've been recommended to be reappointed to 3-year terms on the Boynton Street Community Center Board.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Hearing no discussion, clerk call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Patton?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
Mayor Ranella?
Yay. No, I don't think so. No, I'll vote for myself. Yeah. Okay, number 8 is animal control. It's my recommendation as mayor to move animal control to be under the direction of Commissioner Hightower. Commissioner Hightower had this previously, and it was placed under public health and safety, and it's my intention to move it back to Commissioner Hightower, who was, I'll say some things, he just had some things moving and shaking in animal control, which we've sorely needed for quite a while, and we got some things working to improve that area down there, and I would entertain that motion.
Are you guaranteed to get those 2 cats out from under my house?
Actually,
We'll give it a college try.
Second the motion.
I'll make
Okay.
that motion.
We got a motion and a second.
Made the motion.
I did.
Doug? Got a motion and a second. Call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Patton?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
Mayor Ranella?
Yay. And get with me later. We do have an animal control meeting later on this week, I think Thursday at 10:30, so. Okay, Chris. Golly, Chris, this is short.
I know it.
You got
I don't know what's
3.
going on. No.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Everything's good. We're hopping at the hub.
Yeah.
And just not as long of a list tonight. But we've got a lot going on. And this week, we've got spring break camp. Last council, I had talked a little bit about what's happening and just kind of gearing down on some of those things this week. Willy Wonka spring break camp started today, and kids are filling that camp, and they're having a fun time. It's going to conclude with the Willy Wonka movie on Friday, the original Willy Wonka movie. So
Okay.
that's fun. And then tomorrow morning, we've got our Diabetes Alert Day, and
That's through Franklin Williamson Healthy Communities Coalition. So there's screenings that are going to take place in the morning. So that's going to be a very helpful wellness event. And then
The big
tomorrow,
event? Oh.
And then, this one is actually our hub recruitment event tomorrow afternoon, 4 to 6 p.m. And that's where individuals in the community come out, fill out an application, meet with our managers, meet with our leadership team, and take a tour and do a little bit of job observation and shadowing. So, and then finally at the end of next week, the beginning of the following week of next, then we've got our Hub Fund Bash with CASA for the fundraiser for CASA. With inflatable fun and several of our other sponsors.
Yeah.
So that's going to be on Saturday for the public.
Would you mind reminding the council what that raised for CASA last year?
Yes, that was $4,500 for CASA last year, and we're going to be raising $5,000 this year.
Is that 4 hours time, or is it?
It's a 4-hour time block, yep, in the afternoon from 1 to 5. Mm-hmm.
Very good deal. Okay.
So a lot happening, a lot of fun. And then we have got our hire recommendations, requests. We've got one part-time new employee recommendation, and that's Jordan Dwyer as fitness attendant at $9 per hour.
Okay.
I'll make that motion.
Got a motion?
Second.
Second. Call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Patton?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
Mayor Vanella?
Yay.
9B, we've got additional job classifications. There's 2 of them there. Alec Jimenez, part-time volleyball sports staff at $8.50 per hour. And then Josh Bernstein, who's currently as a fitness attendant, part-time maintenance at $8.50 an hour.
Make that motion.
Got a motion?
Second.
And a second. Call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Patton?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
Mayor Ranella?
Yay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, Chris.
Thanks,
A lot of
Chris.
things going on there at the hub, and it's we're fulfilling the needs of the community there. Yes. Kathy Spicer, front and center.
Okay, we've got a couple of people that we would like to appoint to the zoning board, Anthony Franks and Greg Johns.
Okay. And we have seats for both of them?
We do. We actually have 3 available seats. This is to fill 2 of them, so we're still looking for another member.
Okay. All right. Any questions?
I'll make the motion to appoint the Franks and Johns to the board.
Okay.
Second.
Got a motion and a second?
I'm at to abstain from part of it.
Yes. Yes, okay. And actually, we'll just do this in 2 votes. So
Okay.
the first vote will be for Anthony Franks. Got a
Okay.
motion and a second?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, clerk call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Abstain.
Commissioner Patton?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
And Mayor Vanella?
Yay.
Now,
And-
make the motion for Greg Johns.
And I'll second
Got
again.
a motion and a second. Hearing no discussion. Clerk call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Patton?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
And Mayor Vanella?
Yay. Okay, 10C is Habitat for Humanity has contacted the city, seeing if we had any available lots. We did, since we put several out for bid, and we'll do that in just a minute. But they picked the lot at 303 North Garfield, which actually I was told that there were some issues in Heron. They're not going to be able to build there next year, so they will be building a home and making it available to a family in need for next year. So we were very fortunate and to have these properties available for this organization that places families that could quite possibly be homeless and give them a home. It's a great organization.
I agree with that.
So
I'll
what
make
is
the
your
motion to
pleasure?
donate that property. 303 North
motion.
Garfield.
Second that.
Got a second? Any discussion? Hearing none, call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Patton?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
And Mayor Ranella.
Yay. 10D.
You have the bids there in front of you in that manila packet.
Okay.
These are the bids that were taken for the properties that the city had acquired through donation, someone donating the property to the city. And so these are the bids that were taken the last, I think we had it open for 2 weeks.
Okay. All right, and under this, when we bid these out and advertise for bid, the council has the right to, holy moly. Okay.
Somebody's really trying to get this bid.
Did you ask for a deposit? 10% or anything?
Yeah, I was gonna say, somebody's trying real hard to get this
all
bid.
right. Yeah. How's it working?
Might be pizza night, guys.
Yeah. Okay, so, who wants to do what, where? What's your, you wanna go ahead and do that one?
Oh, yeah.
Or, go ahead, it didn't matter.
Let's see.
We got the list of them that we have to mark
I
off.
think we didn't, they weren't all bid, right?
No, that's just one property.
Yeah, okay,
Do you have a list we can check off?
Kathy has.
yeah,
Or does it say what they did, actually?
okay, she does,
There's still copies over from the
yeah.
desk.
Oh, they didn't put any money in it. Oh, there, yes, they did.
Okay.
So where are they? Council members are ready to withdraw.
Does it say which one?
Property address,
Oh,
second.
1003 West Goodall,
Yeah.
okay, that's,
You're pretty
we
quick.
won't consider that one. Yeah.
There you are.
Okay. Angela's got a,
Yeah, we got it. No, yeah. We got them.
all right.
Mercy.
Okay, go ahead and do yours.
All right, Mike Lindsay, $700 is his bid amount.
On what?
10% down.
Property.
On 514 East Marion,
514 East Marion.
What was the bid?
$700.
Okay.
His name was what?
What's that?
What was his name?
Mike Lindsay.
Lindsay? Okay.
70 there. And this is. The Casey Reynolds, 1003 West Goodall, and the bid amount is $100.
His name is what again?
No, it was Casey
Casey
Rentals.
Oh,
Rentals,
Casey Rentals.
yes.
To meet the minimum?
What's that?
No,
No minimum.
no, neither one.
That's all I have.
Okay, both of mine are for 1311 Ritchie Drive, which is number 11 on your list.
All right.
First bid is from Stephen King for $3,100. And the second one is from Enrico and Stephanie Castellano for $5,100. Both have included their 10% deposit. One cash, one check. Okay, going back in the envelope.
Commissioner Goss?
We have one from Chad Parrish, 1311 Ritchie Drive, in the amount of $3,707.
$3,707?
Yep. That must be a good lot.
Who's this name?
That's
Chad?
all I have.
We only had 5, Kathy. Kathy.
That's all we had. Whatever we had, we put in the safe in this packet.
What's Chad's last name?
Harry.
Chad Parrish.
Parrish.
You want to collect these, or?
Yeah. Okay.
He said he must live there at 1313. Here, let's go back in there too. And his money.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Enrico at $5,100 is
I guess
Yeah.
is I bid on that one.
Okay, actually, we only had one that made the minimum bid, and that was Chico Castellano at 1311 Ritchie Drive. Was that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Okay, do you want to take these, and you can take them, put them up, and then you can inform Mr. Castellano tomorrow that he was the only one that made the minimum bid.
Do we award him that bid?
Yes.
I'll make the motion, award him the bid.
Okay, we've got a motion on the floor to award Chico Castellano in the amount of $5,100 for the property at 1311 Ritchie Drive.
Right.
I'll second.
We got a second. Got a motion and second on the floor. Any discussion? Hearing none. Clerk, call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower.
Yay.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Goss.
Yay.
And Mayor Ranella.
Yay. Okay. Number 11, ordinance 3433, approving the annexation of property of Monty Blue and Jeannie Blue in an area of 4.1373 acres. And Monty and Jeannie are the only electors residing on that property.
It was a little late, but I'll make the motion to adopt ordinance 3433.
Can we, what is the area south that is, oh, I'm sorry, I got it now, never mind.
No.
Yeah. Annexation is the crosshatched area, which is Monty only. Everything else is already in.
Yeah. Yes and no.
No, Chris
Property the edge is not in.
doesn't want to come in.
This part
Till it gets done building.
and this part's already there.
Yes, he building.
We're only talking about Monty.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, does that include the mother-in-law's, I would assume it would, wouldn't it? Monty lives here, he built a
That I don't know. We took the property.
I think it does.
It was in his and his wife's name.
Yeah.
He's traded property to Waller, who lives to the west. There was some swapping going on that.
Okay.
And the property is a 40-foot strip along Market Street, and then that Sycamore, I believe, or whatever the name of that street is, that goes east-west.
Sycamore.
Strip along there.
Yeah.
And Monty was contiguous to both pieces. And we took in everything that was in he and his wife's name.
Right. And I'm assuming the requested zoning classification will be R1?
Yes.
Okay, it wasn't marked on this. Okay.
Presently,
Okay.
rural ag.
Okay. Okay. Got a ordinance 3433. What's your pleasure?
I think he made a
I
motion.
made the motion to accept it.
We got a motion and a second by Commissioner Hightower. Hearing no further discussion, clerk, call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower.
Yay.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Goss.
Yay.
And Mayor Vanella.
Yay. All right, Gail, it's your turn. You got the last 4. 5.
We have 3 TIF ordinances. The first TIF ordinance, it's a redevelopment agreement, and this you might already think is built, and it is, but the TIF agreement was actually submitted as it was doing, as the project was going up. This is for the strip mall that's owned by Dr. Reddy and managed by Srini Gandali. Formerly, it's called MK Plaza Corp. It's on Halfway Road. They have 3 businesses there so far. And I know Heartland's going to be building an urgent care clinic there also on the in units. This is our usual TIF agreements with a 70-30 split. It is in TIF 1. Excuse me, it has been in TIF 1 and is now in the Marion Hillview, because we amended the Hillview TIF to add this property and then the strip mall that Roman Basie's building. So this is a 70-30 split, so it goes until the year 2039 on Halfway Road. It has a cap of $1.3 million as far as reimbursable eligible expenses. And if there's any questions, I'll be happy to address those.
Okay, this is just our normal TIF agreement.
Yes, there's no special qualifications on it.
I'll make that motion.
Got a motion by Commissioner Hightower.
I'll second.
Got a second by Commissioner Patton. Hearing no further discussion, clerk call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Patton?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
Mayor Ranella?
Yay.
The next ordinance 3435 is a redevelopment agreement between the city and DSH Properties. This is Sheila Basinger is building an architectural office on Main Street in the Hub TIF, and very happy to have another new building in the Hub TIF on Main Street, which will be very good. It is next to the Marion Motel, and the council might recall we did some alley vacating in that area. Glenn had worked on that. So this is a 70-30 split also. The Hub TIF goes until 2033. And the formal address will be 2008 West Main. It has a cap of $507,000. And she's acquired the land, and we're really happy to have her in the Hub TIF.
I'm happy to make that motion.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Clerk call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Patton?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
Mayor Ranella?
Yay.
Number 14, which is ordinance 3436, is another redevelopment agreement in the Hub TIF. This is a building that is currently, you might have noticed, being renovated. About a few stores down here, and it's going to be the Perfectly Posh Boutique. Teresa Sorto and her husband are undertaking a project that will give them their second store in Marion, and we're very excited to have her also taking an old building, which is really the true thing of what TIF is developed for, an old building and rehabbing it to be a very nice store.
Where is this, Gail?
It is actually on, it was occupied by a church before. And it's-
West Main.
We're here on West Main?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, they're
Next
doing a
building.
big job on that.
Yes, they're working on it. right
Tiffany
now.
Severs.
Sure, yeah, I know where it is,
Yeah,
yeah.
it'll be the next
Yeah.
building over.
When we talk about TIF, as
That's great.
SI Elder Law had the ribbon cutting this past week, Tiffany Stevers, and they have truly renovated that old Banterra building to be something tremendously great and a beautiful office building. And so going down the street, now we're having another one being renovated.
Downtown is coming back.
It is. It's very nice. So this is a 70-30 split. It has a cap of $700,000 of eligible costs, and with Perfectly Posh Boutique.
Okay, I'll make that motion. Adopt ordinance 3436.
Got a motion to adopt 3436. Is there a second?
Second.
Got a second? Any discussion? Hearing none. Clerk call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Patton?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
And Mayor Ranella?
Yay.
I would like the council to note we have 3 TIF agreements that have created one business being making a new office because Sheila's office has been out by the airport. Another business adding a second store, and then we have the MK Plaza, which is going to be about 7 different businesses. So when we talk about Marion growing from Black Diamond, you approved first, to these 3, where it's going very nicely. And I have to say, we'll have a few more in the next couple of weeks.
Sounds great.
Very good.
Okay. Okay, number 15, ordinance 3488, an ordinance approving that. Excuse me?
38.
3438.
I didn't think I'd even repeated 3438 yet.
You said 3488, I heard.
Did I?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Get off me. It's been a trying night. Yeah.
Just
Why?
trying to keep you on the straight and narrow.
I don't know. We'll talk about it later. Ordinance 3438, ordinance approving the annexation of property of Gary McGee, 5.17 acres, no electors on such real estate reside.
You hadn't got any input on that?
Actually, we're just annexing the land right here. Is this correct, Glenn?
I understand.
Yes. Yep.
Property owner.
Yeah, property only.
Okay,
Okay. That's it.
Make that motion.
Got a motion?
second.
Second. Any discussion? Hearing none, call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower,
Yay.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Goss,
Yay.
Mayor Vanella.
Yay. And then the last one, 3439, is the same property, changing it from rural agriculture to R1 single-family residential.
I'll make that motion, adopt ordinance 3439.
Have a motion
I'll second.
and a second. Call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower,
Yay.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Goss,
Yay.
Mayor Vanella.
Yay. Okay, any other business before the council?
We're going to talk about the International Building Code.
Oh, yeah, we do have old business. Yes, oh, that's why Kathy come here, with threat of great bodily harm. Okay, under old business, actually Kathy and Steve Green and I met along with Gail, and we've got some clarification on this, and it is good to go.
It was what? I didn't.
It's good to go. Yeah.
Does this cover, what, commercial only, or what's?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this is for commercial only. It's for refurbishing, remodeling of interior commercial properties.
At some point, we're going to do a residential one? I mean,
We do not have a residential code at the moment. I know it's been talked about before in the past, and they were not able to pass that a few years ago when they tried. But that has been a big topic recently.
yeah, it's always a big topic.
Yeah, yeah.
Well-
Yeah, I've had several people ask me about it, you know, I did get a lot of phone calls complaining, but
Trust.
unless it's rental property, there's not really a lot we can do.
Well, could we put
not
a
a residential
stipulation
code.
on there, because I know contract for deed is used to bypass, doing what's right by the tenant, and there are a lot of, let's just face it, a lot of slumlords out there who take advantage of people.
That is
And I
correct.
think that we need to do something to stop that in the form of an ordinance. Maybe if we can pass the International Property Code, maybe that can kind of settle some of that.
That would certainly help a lot, because what's happening is, like you said, we have some slumlords that are selling houses contract for deed. Once they do that, then under our rental ordinance, we cannot make them clean up their place or take care of their property.
What if they don't record it? Does that preclude you from doing it?
If they don't record,
The contract?
well, by law, as of January 1st, by law, they have to now record the contract for
They
deed.
haven't been recording it.
No, they had not up until
So
this
that
point.
you could have inspected then legally, right?
Yes, and we had been,
Well, I
yeah.
thought you had.
Yeah,
Okay, thank
yeah.
you.
We have a lot of good builders here in Marion, and I know the life safety, NFPA 101 life safety code does not preclude residential 1 and 2 family dwellings, and I think we just got to be careful of what we do, because what we don't want to do is stop the building, especially for residential. Now, what he's talking about, I agree 100%. We have some people that are taking advantage of their properties, and ordinances, and we need to look into that real quickly and stop that, so we can have a say into what type of properties people rent to others.
Sure.
And normally these are people that, don't have a lot of money, but they need some place to live and to live for their kids. But at the same time, I think it's morally and ethical that this city makes sure that they are provided, to live in places that are safe conditions and will have safe harbor for their children.
That's correct. Yes, absolutely.
I think I may be able to help out with maybe some of the language in that, and what I'm thinking of is IDOT has a minimum requirement when they go in and have a total take or total take, we have to relocate them to what we call decent, safe, and sanitary housing. And that is nothing more than a minimum inspection to make sure that, there's working plumbing and heating. It's able to maintain heating and cooling up to a certain temperature. Basically, it's in good working order. And it's nothing more than a cursory inspection to make sure just the minimum of those are checklists. So I might look into that and get that information to you. That may help us.
Well,
and help Steve draft something that will kind of bridge the gap there. We don't want to be too restrictive, but yet we want to stop the owners that are taking advantage of maybe a situation.
Now, the International Property Code is pretty comprehensive. I mean, if we just use that language, would that not help solve the problem that we're trying to solve?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, right. Yeah.
I'm like Anthony. We don't want to go so far that the people that need bare necessities is not available to them. If we get too restrictive, you're going to get them where some of these lower income can't do it.
No, these are pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about some houses that people own they're very dangerous, but once they go that contract for deed,
I understand all that. I agree with you 100%. They ought to be done away with, but let's don't get carried away.
Or at least made them to.
Let's don't get us far up that the bare necessities.
Yeah,
be met.
exactly.
Could you make that available to the council?
Sure.
Get copies of that and make that available to the council?
Yes.
Thank you.
I will do that.
Are there any local towns that adopt that? The International Property Code?
I believe Carbondale has a residential code.
That worries me.
I should not have said Carbondale.
That worries me.
They don't have any shortage of houses either, so it's not like it's deterring them from building.
Yeah.
No. We don't want to go there if we can keep from it.
I agree.
They got to.
No.
There's no shortage of apartments over there to live in. That decline.
No offense, Channel 3.
Yeah.
No, we're all in this together. All our economies are interrelated. We're all friends. I mean,
yes. Yes, we are.
Let's put that out there.
Yeah, that's right.
We
love you, man.
We embrace original concept.
All right. I'm sure a lot of people from Carbondale shop over here. And we want to keep it that way.
Absolutely, I'm sure.
Yeah.
We want to keep it that way.
We shop there, that's right.
Okay. Commissioner Hightower, do you have anything else? No, we didn't. Yeah, that's right.
What?
All that.
But we're so excited.
We did not. Did we?
No, you didn't.
Ordinance 3429.
I'll make that motion.
It's in our old business. We just talked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is.
I'll second it.
Yeah. Good. Motion and a second. Call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Patton?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
And Mayor Vanella?
Yay.
Oh, we gotta talk to DJ now, don't we?
Yeah. Anything? You have anything for the council?
I'm good.
I know you have some things.
I make a motion to pay the monthly bills as funds become available.
Have a motion.
Second.
Got a second. No discussion. Call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower?
Yay.
Commissioner Patton?
Yay.
Commissioner Goss?
Yay.
Mayor Vanella?
Yay.
I make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Got a motion.
Second.
Second. Call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower,
Yay.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Goss,
Yay.
Mayor Vanella.
Yay. Okay, need a motion to go into executive session, discuss personnel and budget?
You want to do your
How would we-
news releases before we go?
What started last week.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
March 19th, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, I will. Anybody going south on 37, I don't think they've started this, they had not started this work as of Sunday, and, but at some point in time, they are going to replace a culvert underneath 37, approximately 1 mile south of Marion, and so they're getting the lights up, so it'll be reduced down to 1 lane. And through September of 2018. So.
Anthony, you might want to mention the intersection of Court and Main, too.
Oh, that is a biggie. Something we've been working on for a long, long time, and Glenn's gotten gray hairs over. We finally coming with to an agreement that we will be able to do the work on Court and Main to make permitting of buses turning south.
No,
That's carbon.
Carbon in Maine.
Carbon.
Where was
About
that?
the intersection of Court and Main, well, busted up concrete there.
It's bad.
Well, contract's been awarded to Samron to replace all the broken panels in that intersection.
Yeah.
IDOT,
IDOT.
you finally got it done, didn't you, Doug?
I didn't have anything to do with
I
it.
know you did.
Great job, Doug. Yeah. No, I thought you was talking about
Well,
carbon in Maine.
We've got we made a deal on the right of way.
Yeah.
Confirmed enough that documents have been signed, we have the agreement, and everybody's putting the paper, attorneys are putting the paperwork together to close it.
So hopefully by next school year, our school buses will be able to make a right-hand turn onto Carbon off of Main and not have to worry about hitting the first 4 cars.
That's been a 4-year
Taking out the
battle.
stoplight.
4-year battle.
And, yeah. Yeah.
Get that done.
Yeah, it has.
It
Oh.
wasn't easy.
Yes.
I give Glenn credit, he got it done, but it took us 4 years to do it.
Better late than never.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Okay, need a motion going to executive session for personnel and budget.
I'll make the motion.
Got a
Second.
motion? Second? Call the roll.
Commissioner Hightower,
Yay.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Goss,
Yay.
and Mayor Vanella.
Yay. For the media, there is a possibility that we will take action on these items when we come out of executive session.
He didn't want to hear that, did you?
Yeah. You can call me. I mean, it's,
No, not momentous, is it?
yeah, huh?
Not a momentous thing.
No, not really.
Like I'm on a
I mean-
TV set tonight.
Why is it
It
hot?
is hot.
I thought it was just me.
Dang.
So it is.
I'm about to
What's
roast.
that?
It's hot.
No, he,
I thought it was just.
guys, we're gonna go over there in the,
Away from the
away from the windows. Or we're gonna have Angelo sit on this side in case he needs to
You
shoot.
said the back of the window, Angela, I'm not
Yeah,
coming.
yeah. So,